£20, you know? Cool. So now we're going to talk about only short form content. And so we've already touched on this briefly. So let's go ahead with Alex Hormozy. And let's say, we can even, most content on TikTok is short form content. So if you think about girls when they're buying makeup, makeup's typically quite cheap. And let's say makeup is in the $5 to $10 range. And so on TikTok, for example, an example would be a TikTok influencer. The value of a makeup therefore i.e. right? So short form content, I mean, there's different definitions of it, but if you think about short form content, you're obviously like you. I'm going to pull up YouTube, show you the difference. So we're looking at my YouTube page here. So content up here, you can say is like, this is just like music. This is a fighter from Thailand. You could say that's maybe long form content. It's only 15 minutes though, but this is the short form content. So you can see this is all the shorts, and typically it's just business stuff. So let's watch this guy here, right? He's a sales guy. So he's putting out this kind of content now. So this guy is he recently got a consultation with Alex Hormozy, and I think he spent 25 grand or maybe $50,000 for like an hour with Alex Hormozy. And what Alex Hormozy said to him is that he's not putting out enough content, and he needs to put out short form and long form content. So this guy here, he's called Cole Gordon. I would subscribe to him as well. He's got some really good sales material. But to basically tell you what he does, he provides salespeople to big businesses, and he also, at the lower end, provides sales training. Okay, so the sales training can be to me, for example. He sells sales training to B2C customers. I'm a B2C customer to Cole Gordon, and he has training. And I don't know how much it's worth, but let's say it's only worth maybe $200 a month as a subscription. And I can get all of his content, his tutorials, and he might put that on his school community, or he might have his own platform that he hosts that on. And so he's got that at kind of the lower end. He might have a book as well that's worth, I don't know, $10. And so he's got that at the lower end. At the higher end, Cole Gordon wants to sell to enterprise B2B clients. So let's say maybe Cole Gordon wants to supply training, or he wants to supply salespeople to Salesforce. It's worth a lot of money to him. And so what Cole will need to do, and if we click onto his YouTube channel now, is you can see here he's putting out loads of short form content, absolutely loads. He's got a lot of short form content. But if we go onto his videos as well, he's putting out some kind of mid-range, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. This is the Alex Hormozy. Bad. He paid Alex Hormozy 225,000, not 25,000. But he's also putting out long-form content. He's putting out an hour and a half worth of content, 85 minutes of sales training. Okay, so you can see he's doing it. He's quite a good example, because this guy's going to be really big in the next year or two. He's going to be really, really big. He's not going to be as big as Alex Hormozy, but you'll start to see him popping up a lot more. All right, so watch out for this guy, because you'll learn a lot from him. So with that in mind, that's short form content. Does that make sense? Cool. And then the last thing is what most companies do, which is what we're looking at now, both short form Okay, we're running out of time, but I'm going to stay on for the next 5 minutes. I want to show you a document that I provided, a meta-analysis of a business, an e-commerce business. We'll talk about it today, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow as well, because it's quite a lengthy document, and I used AI for it. I used Claude for it, and it's a real good piece of content. It's really good. So short form, long form content. Um, most companies choose this approach. Cool. So we've already talked about this, but as mentioned, the guy that we just looked at, Cole Gordon, he does short form, long form content. Ben Heath does, Alex Hormozy does, and that's because they have customers at different stages of the funnel. They have completely different customers, customers who don't have a lot of money, customers who are worth millions. And so they need content that appeals to both of those people, short form and long form content. But short form and long form content can also be useful to customers who are worth not a lot of money and customers who are worth millions of pounds as well. Right. So that's that. Now I'm going to show you this quick document that I created in Claude, and we'll only touch on it for like a second because it's very extensive and we need like a whole lesson to go through it. So where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because on my other one. The answer is it depends. You'll hear this a lot. The answer, it depends. It depends on the budget. It depends on where you are, what level you are in your business growth. It depends on what other markets. In the beginning, yeah, at the beginning again, it depends on the budget. I mean, it's if you've got a budget of, let's say, if you're testing, I mean, again, if you're testing, you really need kind of a budget of no less than $100 a day. You can do $50 a day, but the thing is, when you put more money into the platform, it allows the platform obviously to generate more data for you because you're paying more into the platform, and there it's going to, therefore it's going to show you to more people.